Hi everyone, good news. I recently bought a new camera, a Contax G1 rangefinder, along with a Carl Zeiss 45mm lens, and I took it along to my next few weddings to try out. The Contax G1 is a really beautiful camera with a shimmering champagne look to it, so just perfect for a wedding day. I shot 3 rolls at each wedding, starting with Ilford Delta 3200 in the morning for the getting ready pictures. I switched to a variety of slower films for some sunny outside shots, and then back to 3200 again for the darker evenings. I'll put some notes about the other films in the description. The 45mm lens is supposed to be famously sharp, so using a lot of high ISO film might not have been the best way of showcasing that. A lot of the photos are noticeably grainy, and to my eyes it adds so much character to the pictures. I thought that since I was mainly photographing the wedding digitally, these few film shots might as well accentuate that grainy, filmic look. I do tend to shoot quite a lot at weddings, so much so that it can be a bit like a video game. I'll turn a corner and in just a few seconds I'll shoot the best picture I can. I move on and keep doing the same. It's not quite as frantic as it sounds, but I take a lot of pictures and I get more nice ones that way. After all, that's what I'm there to do. However, when shooting with film, the world slows right down. I'm far more hesitant in taking pictures. It's like I'm looking for something a little extra, a bit more special to use one of those 36 frames on the roll. There's a happy medium, of course. I think I may have been a bit too cautious at the first wedding and left with half a roll to spare. Later I started to experiment a bit more and even take a few double exposures. It's important not to let a sense of the film's preciousness inhibit you. One thing I must report, and from looking at these pictures you may have already seen, I had quite a hard time getting the camera's autofocus to focus exactly where I wanted. I actually love the softness of these pictures, but many other shots I couldn't use as it didn't focus close enough. For the first wedding I was shooting wide open at f2 quite a lot. I was hoping to get a nice sharp foreground and see how the film and lens made the outer focus areas look. A few worked, but my hit rate wasn't good. Perhaps I just need to keep practicing with my new camera. I've since read quite a useful guide about focusing with the G1, and it appears that autofocus isn't its strongest point. If anyone has any tips, I'd be really grateful to see them in the comments. I've enjoyed taking the camera to weddings, and I like a lot of these photos, but right now I'm unsure if this is the camera for me. Besides, I think it would be fun to experiment by taking lots of different cameras to weddings. Thanks very much for watching, and thank you to everyone who's subscribed. We're now up to nearly 200, and I think that's pretty amazing. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.